my jimmies, yeah, back with another. Coming to your lap, yeah, straight from the gutter. Don't know me, well I came from my mother. Looking so sweet, yeah, like another butter. Switching up flows, oh yeah, here I go. Only did these bars for my new intro. No, but seriously, hope you guys enjoyed this video. What's going on, guys? It's your boy, it's K.A.A.N, and we're back with another one. Today we're going to be reacting to Gospel of Mark by K.A.A.N. Now this was highly suggested in the comments, so I figured let's just get this one done. Now no one really said anything about this one. They, just put the title of it in. So I don't know what to expect. Pretty underrated, just from looking at it and looking at the views. I did see a couple of videos, but this was the highest viewed one. So I just went with that one because I figured, it's the right version. But I didn't see any posted from K.A.A.N himself, which was pretty weird. I think, by looking at the numbers, that it's pretty underrated, But I'm ready to, see what he has to say and see what he has cooking on this track. I'm loving the beat. Like, this beat kind of brings me back to, it's like a sci-fi type beat for me. I don't know if you ever watch Harry Potter. I know this is nerdy, but if you ever watch Harry Potter, I want to say it might be the first movie, the first or second one, but there's a scene where there's like a beat just like this. I mean, it's a little bit higher of a pitch, but I don't know, it's just reminding me of that, and it's dope as fuck.
I know a pastor with a Bible and a crucifix, religions of disguise, I can see it in his eyes. Niggas preaching you the gospel, but the devil is a lie. He can lead you to the well, but I bet the bitch dry. 10% of every dollar to your local tabernacle collection plate, spinning around 2 times in the service. Can I get me a receipt? My salvation's tax deductible, but I'm still giving money. I've been broke for about a month or 2 now.
Okay, so I definitely want to say, he's talking about, faith and how he's losing it, and how he sees it all as like a facade, because he said that he knows a pastor with a Bible and a crucifix, and basically they tell you, all this shit, but it's all just, lies for them to get money, because then he was talking about I don't know what it's called because I've never, went to church, but it's something that they pass around to, collect money for the church. And he's basically like, can I, you passing that around, you even pass it around twice, you getting all the money you can, for what though? God doesn't get that money, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And I like how he said, can I get a receipt, because he's been giving money, on top of the money, because in this taxes, and giving the money to the handout thing in the church. And he's like, I've given basically so much, I've been broke, for like a month or 2 now, like, when am I gonna get something? When am I gonna get something out of this? Like, why is my faith so deep and yet I get nothing back? Now he's like, maybe it is just all a facade, maybe it is just, them being, out for your money and using religion as like a scapegoat. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I like that. I definitely like that. I can tell this one's gonna be deep. Let me know some more songs off this album, because I have a feeling this album, if it is an album, I could totally be wrong, but it does look like an album cover. But let me know some songs off this album, because I have a feeling this whole album was deep as fuck, Just being called Losing My Religion, I can see what type of shit he'd be talking about.
in the service, can I get me a receipt? My salvation's tax deductible, but I'm still giving money. I've been broke for about a month or two now. Hallelujah Sunday and sinning on Monday. The red out of hell, a nigga only going one way. Assessing over fashion in your false house of worship. Don't even believe in God. You just praying for a purpose and refuse.
Ooh, I like that. You don't even believe in God. You just praying for a purpose. You know, because there's those people. I mean, I can't. So, like I said, I don't, you know, go to church or do any of that religious stuff. But I do, you know, I have my beliefs, you know what I mean? But he's basically talking about, you know, the people that literally don't believe in anything, you know, and they just pray whenever they need help or whenever they need something, you know. Whenever they're in need or it only matters about them, that is when you will see them, you know, trying to believe in God or do something, you know, pray for forgiveness or help or something, you know, but they really, in general, just don't believe in God. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like that's the truth because they fuck up so bad that they have no one left to turn to except for, you know, and then they go to him, they start praying, and they think that is just gonna make it all better, even though they know deep down they really just don't believe in him, you know, and they haven't believed in him throughout all the years they've been living, you know, and now they think that one little prayer is gonna do something. I like that, you know, that was a dope ass bar.
False house of worship, don't even believe in God. You just praying for a purpose and refuse to ask questions cause your soul has been invested in it. Still segregating, preaching Nate from Old Testaments. From what I understand, that's the white man's rhetoric. We're tied to the South, Ku Klux and Confederates. Complexion of the Savior that I praise, a tan licorice. Enslaved West Africans that turn them all illiterate and
okay, so it's getting a little deeper now. It's definitely getting a little deeper. I want to say he's talking about race right now, you know, because he's saying, you know, they're tied to the South, tied to the Ku Klux, tied to the Confederate, you know, and then he's talking about, you know, enslaved Africans and turning them illiterate, you know what I mean? So I definitely want to say he's going to take it a little deeper, deeper of a notch in this, and he's taking it way back. Because, you know, he was talking about the Old Testaments. Now, I have no clue what any of those mean or what they say, but I know they're beyond old. You know what I mean? Like, and that's one thing I agree. Like, because I have a feeling, you know, he's talking about, because he's like, that's the white man's rhetoric, you know, basically, like, that's their agenda, you know, and I don't know what it's saying, but it's funny how nowadays we're still running our government, our everything, our country off of, you know, pieces of paper and laws that was wrote how many years ago? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever think we should maybe update them shits? Just saying, because those were made for way back then. Times have changed. It's time for a little updating. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we get new laws and all that every now and then, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what's the main 10. You know what I mean? Like, I know there's a lot of discussion in this, but what I'm saying is, like, don't go outrageous and change it all. But, like, there's some things in there that's, like I said, times have changed, so it's time to change it. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. But I have a feeling he's getting into that type of stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm digging it.
Gating, preaching Nate from Old Testaments. From what I understand, that's the white man's rhetoric. We're tied to the South, Ku Klux and Confederates. Complexion of the Savior that I praise, a tan licorice. Enslaved West Africans that turn them all illiterate and call them all niggas and make them think they the lesser. You abducted us from...
Ooh, I'm not even going to repeat that, but that was harsh. Wow.
To turn them all illiterate and call them all niggas and make them think they the lesser. You abducted us from a land where we was kings and professors. Well,
ooh, You abducted us from lands where we were kings and professors. Okay. Okay. I can see what he means there, you know, like you never know what they could have been because you took them away from where, you know, where they were used to and where they could have had greatness. You know what I mean? You just took them away from that and just made them into, obviously he's talking about slaves, but you used them, you know, for nothing, honestly. Like I love that bar, honestly, because there's so many things he can mean, but like what it, like I said, what it means to me is just, you know, how they could have been something where they were, you know, and maybe, who knows, maybe they would have moved, you know, migrated anyway later on, but you had these people coming over and just taking people and moving them without their consent or anything. You know what I mean? Literally just taking them. And that's just so fucked up, you know? But like he said, they could have been kings and professors, you know, back where they were. But you'll never know. You will never know because people fucked up. I don't know. I like that. I like that. That's something to think about. That's dope as fuck.
Literate and call them all niggas and make them think they the lesser. You abducted us from a land where we was kings and professors. Welfare is a manifestation of slave labor and dependency upon the government from taking land. I put them in section.
That's a way to think about it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that bar. But when he's like, you know, welfare is basically, you know, a type of slavery where they're depending on the government from the people that work their asses off. You know what I mean? That's something to think about. Honestly, I don't know. I like that. That was dope as fuck, bro. He's getting into some shit right here. Holy fuck.
Welfare is a manifestation of slave labor and dependency upon the government from taking land. I put them in Section 8 so there isn't no way to stand out unless they on the corner selling poison to their people. Then you throw them in a jail, the population same color. Niggas see a cellmate with skin tones of his own. Industrializing prison, turn it into private industries. Years for petty charges, my people living in misery. A nigga.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. And the flow he's going on with right here. I don't know. Like, just talking about basically the people that live in the projects, you know, and how they can't really stand out, you know, they can't make something of themselves, you know, or it's really hard to when you're living, you know, in that type of style, that type of area. And you do stand out. I mean, you don't stand out unless you are selling, you know, like he said, poison to your, you know, neighbors, to your, you know, people, and then you go to jail, you know, and you just see a whole bunch of, you know, people that look exactly like you because guess what? They were probably doing the same thing to get out of what they were living in, you know, the hell they were living in. And it's a cycle. It really is just a cycle, you know what I mean? And like I said in my video before, they think it's a cure to, you know, like you throw them in jail, you treat them like shit, and that's gonna make them a better person. Like, that's not how it works. You know what I mean? That is not how it works. But it's just been like that forever, you know, and the world's a fucked up place, honestly. But no, I definitely, I know what he's talking about, and it's crazy. But what he was saying, you know, about, you know, creating, like, I don't know exactly what he was saying, like what the word he used, but it basically he was talking about, you know, since they've been in there for so long, you know, centuries of people, you know, they've built like I think he said private industries, and basically how they industrialize the prison, you know, just to make money off the people that get thrown in there. And I really like how he was saying, you know, his people are living in misery because they're like pawns in the higher up people's game. You know what I mean? Like they're just the pawns in a game of chess, you know, and they're they don't get to control anything that really happens, you know? I mean, they do at first in their childhood and shit growing up. But once they reach that low point of, you know, getting thrown into, you know, like he said, Section 8 buildings and shit like that, and then just trying to get out, make something for yourself, you know, do better with your life, you know, what's the first thing most people go to? It's to selling drugs, you know? And that's kind of like the main escape from that type of area, you know? And then it just totally fucks them over, you know? But from there on, you know, they're just controlled. They're, like I said, they're pawns in the system, and it's just so sus. I love what he's saying in this song, though. I was not expecting this, honestly.
Cellmate with skin tones of his own. Industrialized in prison, turn it into private industries. Years for petty charges, my people living in misery. A nigga 25 with a record full of felonies was raised in the system, so that's all they really know. Institutionalized minds, we still living in slavery and fighting over shit that we can never even own. And
Ooh. I like that. We fighting over shit that we can never even own. Think about that. That could mean a lot of things with what he's talking about. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to, like, if whatever opinion you have on this bar, or whatever, you know, whatever translation you got for this bar, let me know in the comments. I'm actually excited to hear what you guys have to say about this bar. But no, I'm not going to say what I have to think about this bar yet, because I kind of want to see what you guys think first, see if any of you think what I'm thinking. But that's something to fucking think about right there. This song is just wild, bro. And it's only 2.5 minutes. And he just said so much already, and we're only 1.5 minutes in. Like, bruh, this man is going off. But I heard something before that. I wanna listen to it one more time.
With a record full of felonies, was raised in the system, so that's all they really know. Institutionalized minds, we still living in slavery and fighting over shit that we.
Right there, basically, you know, like I was saying before, how they were basically raised, you know, like he was saying, they have so many felonies under their belt for basically, you know, nothing, for basically just trying to support themselves, their family, and get out of where they were at. But now their record's just full. They can't really, you know, it's hard for them to get jobs and shit, you know. And I like when he was saying, you know, that they're basically adapted to being in the system, you know. They just, you know, they feel comfortable being in prison because they basically been raised in there, you know. And now he has an institutionalized mind, you know, and they still feel like they're living in slavery, you know. And I don't blame them at all. It's whack, you know. It's definitely whack what people have to go through nowadays just because of their skin color, you know what I mean? Like, why would you look at me and then look at one of my best friends, you know, he's Jamaican, and I absolutely, he is amazing, you know what I mean? And why would you look at us any different? We're, like, kind of the same fucking person, you know? Like, you just have to get to know the person, you know what I mean? Like, I will say this in every video if I have to. Why does racism still exist? Why? There's no point for it. There's literally no point in being racist. There's not. It's literally just a mindset. You got to get rid of that mindset. You have to. This is dope as fuck, bro.
Minds, we still living in slavery and fighting over shit that we can never even own. An educational system of a third world quality. And wonder why my people got the highest rate of poverty. The land of the free.
Ooh. Saying their education sucks, and he's like, wonder why, my people have the highest rate of poverty. Oh man, some places they do get way worse education, and it's sus. It is sus. It's like, why are you treating them any different than rate of poverty, the land of the free. I think that's literal hypocrisy.
and fuck the Constitution. That's just an idiosyncrasy. The worst pursuit.
Ooh, I'm gonna play that back. I don't know what idiosyncrasy means, but he said fuck the Constitution. I heard that.
People got the highest rate of poverty, the land of the free. I think that's literal hypocrisy.
I like that. The land of the free. I think that's literal hypocrisy. I like that because it's definitely not the land of the free over here, boy. I tell you what.
Fuck the Constitution. That's just an idiosyncrasy. The worst.
I don't know what idiosyncrasy means. That is a fucking huge ass word that your boy never learned. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I never learned it. So, if y'all know, let your boy know in the comments what that means. But I definitely heard him say fuck the Constitution, and that's something to hear, you know what I mean? Holy fuck. You don't hear a lot of people saying that type of shit. Let me tell you what.
Free, I think that's literal hypocrisy. And fuck the Constitution, that's just an idiosyncrasy. The worst pursuit of happiness scribbled by slave owners. Malt liquor for your liver, no longer an organ donor. Fastest way to kill a people is diminishing their minds. Give them drugs of different kinds, good grapes from a vine. They choose to procrastinate and waste all the...
Ooh. Okay, so the fastest way to destroy a mind is give them drugs of different kinds, you know, and grapes of the good vines. Bro, that's just fire, bro. Like, he's got me thinking now. He has got me thinking now. Think about it. That, like, what he's saying kind of makes me think that the higher people, you know, the power people, you know, that's what I call them. I don't know what you guys call them, but I call them the higher people, you know, the people in charge. What if they actually created all these harmful drugs? You know how, like, weed was a God-given plant, you know, it was just here? But what if, like, all this meth, heroin, crack, coke, shit like that was actually made by, because that's all man-made stuff. You can't tell me. I mean, yeah, you got your poppy flowers, you know, but, like, I'm saying them, like, you gotta add shit, you know what I mean? It's all man-made, you know? But anyway, what if they created it just to hook people on it, you know, and get it to spread like they did? And cause what it's caused, you know, all the overdoses, all the diseases that, you know, like, bro, what if that's true, you know, like, wow. I mean, that's kind of what he's saying, you know, I kind of think that's what he's saying, you know, like, get them hooked on that so they don't have any purpose, you know what I mean, like, that's fucked up, that's something to think about right there.
The killer people is diminishing their minds. Give them drugs of different kinds, good grapes from a vine. They choose to procrastinate and waste all of your fucking time. Fuck getting educated, niggas getting medicated, popping pills like they vitamins, Oxycontins and Vicodins. But
see, like I was saying, you like, bro, they're, if you give them all that shit, they're like, fuck getting educated. I don't need to be smart. I can just, like he said, be getting medicated, and be getting high as shit, and not having to worry about a thing. You know, bro, this shit.
Educated niggas getting medicated, popping pills like they vitamins, Oxycontins and Vicodins. But don't forget the weed and make sure that the oldest pungent. We living in a society that plays over indulgence. My generation either locked up or on a substance. These niggas.
Ooh, my generation either locked up or on a substance. That's fire, and that's facts. That's fire and facts, bro. Fire and facts. Now, he's a little older than me, so it wouldn't be my generation, but that's facts, you know, because I can't tell you how many people I know that ended up either in jail or on drugs. It's crazy, bro.
Society that plays over indulgence. My generation either locked up or on the substance. These niggas lack focus, always in the dumb shit. I practice what I preach and watch the people that I run with. The truth is in my rhymes, that's divine and sublime. Coming directly at your face like that officer's mate. So get the fuck.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. You know, basically saying that his bars are so direct and so right in your face that it's like officer spraying his mace, you know, right in your face, because where else would he spray it, you know? Like, that's fire. That's fire. And his bars, dude, they fucking connect with you, you know what I mean? Like, wow, you have to, I don't know, he's a different breed. Like I've been saying, he's definitely something else.
That's divine and sublime, coming directly at your face like that officer's mate. So get the fuck off of the couch and stop waiting on a meal ticket. Rap game full of ignorance. Am I the only one to find this shit sickening?
I like that. I like that. Basically saying, you know, get off your ass, start doing something with your life, and stop waiting for a free fucking, like he said, meal ticket, but waiting for a free ride to, you know, whatever you're waiting for, if whether it be fame and fortune or, you know, just a happy life with a wife, you know, get up and go do something about it. Stop sitting on the couch and waiting for it. You know, I like that. And I definitely like when he, you know, called out the rap game right there. You know, I'm a listen to that one more time just because that was fire.
For the couch and stop waiting on a meal ticket. Rap game full of ignorance. Am I the only one to find this shit sickening?
Rap game full of ignorance. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I agree, K.A.A.N. Tell me this don't sound like Harry Potter, bro. Shit's so fire. But nah, that was dope as fuck. Like I said, only 2 minutes and 23 seconds, I want to say, because of like the intro music and the outro music. But so much shit has been said in this fucking song. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I like about K.A.A.N, if I'm being honest, because he can put so much different meaning into one song, have it be short, and still have it have more meaning than a mainstream artist that just put out a 5-minute song. You know what I mean? Like, it's just incredible what this man can do. And honestly, that song was fucking fire. I don't know if it had like a total meaning altogether, you know, but it definitely had a lot of meaning, individual meaning in there about a lot of different things, you know, and I dig that. I mean, I guess the big meaning would be, you know, how he's losing his religion, you know, like he's losing his faith. I guess it's just probably because the world's so fucked up nowadays, you know what I mean? But no, that was just fire. But with all that being said, that's going to be the reaction to Gospel of Mark by K.A.A.N. Now, if I had to rate it for meaning, it's definitely going to get a 25. What else would it get? Like I said, there was so much meaning in there. Ridiculous. Bars, definitely a 25. I don't think he'll ever not get a 25 for bars because this man is just incredible. Enjoyability is going to be a 15, definitely. The beat was just fire, like, and everything he was saying was fire, so it was just, there's nothing I didn't like about this song. Delivery, definitely 25. Beat choice, I just said it was fire, so definitely a 10. Altogether, he gets another 10. I didn't doubt it from the start. As soon as I picked a K.A.A.N song, I was like, you know, it's definitely going to be a 10 because this man does not, it's not fuck up. It's just not his style. But no, that was, like I said, that was just a solid ass 10. Everything in this song was just straight something to think about, you know, every time. Like, there was nothing that didn't have just a random ass meaning, you know, like wasn't just thrown in there for a filler in the song, you know. Everything he was saying in there meant something, and that's what I love. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really appreciate all the feedback and all the support. If you're not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. It would really help me out. Please hit that notification bell to see when I upload. I try to upload at least 5 to 6 times a week. I hope you guys have a great day. Much love and peace out. I just want to say thank you for all the feedback and all the support. It means the world to me. And if you enjoy these videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for more content. And as always, much love, and see you next time.